pressure or the weight on their shoulders, like a quarterback, hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got the first down and more. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that hurts because second down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's third down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. To throw, it's Klubnik. He's got it on the move. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos, a silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 34 with the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
To the air, it's Sellers. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. Tripped up for the tackle.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Oh, man, look out! They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Which is a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. On the ground, it's Haynes. Nice move to keep running. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The pull and throw off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Finds his tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Randall. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. He lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. The RPO, it's complete. Stopped at the 34, but he got 10 on the play.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Now on the option. He'll toss it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Randall. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Back, it's Klubnik. Complete on the comeback. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
From the gun, the running back has it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. They'll leave it with him. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Tigers are on the move. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Keeps it on the draw. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Made a defender miss. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Sellers. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
Turning it on! And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. The Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They boot it away. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Got his man to the left. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tiger! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show.
21, South Carolina, 0.
We're just about ready to start the second half.
attempt to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Davidson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Brings up 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the run, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The short hands, it's Brown. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. send the tight end in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Pulls it in. It's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. Makes the grab right down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Clemson offense will take over first and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Split backs here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. A little release to the back. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Clemson jumps to the line. Unloads quickly. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that.
Oh, ball's out! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Blue 27 patio. Blue 27 patio. Set.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
South Carolina, 7.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Leaves it with the back.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On the run, it's Davidson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
From the gun on third down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of
going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they... this possession from their own 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps him, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Ball is free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, South Carolina. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Denson. Using his feet to buy time. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given them a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Gets away. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. He leaves it with his back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick. So you got...
Snags it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Hit as he throws. It's caught. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Denson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
second and long. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Release to the back. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Bringing it back. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. So it gave them a little bit of hope.
Spits it out to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
Play the analytics here, and you go for two. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. A deep throw as the clock winds down. In the air, and he's got it for the touchdown, and now they're a two-point conversion away from locking it up.
Stop it. They got a chance to tie this thing. Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
And guys, as big as that touchdown was, they have to try to pay it off with a two-point try to tie the game. He will be stopped short of the goal line. They needed the two to tie, and the defense able to make the late stop. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite them. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.
South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.